message is for, but if it's for you, listen to me. It's too hot to be going over people's house expecting head and you ain't been straight out. You ain't just got out. Listen, this that type of weather that killed Martin Mama Bird. Okay? This is that type of weather where you got 5-10 minutes grace period before your ass starts stinking again. And you've been walking around booty cheeks sweating, accumulating stank. And you pull up on somebody expecting head. Don't nobody want to slob on a sweet and sour knob. You better scrub a motherfucking dog. You better scrub it. Get in between, get growing and all. Make sure you get in the crevices and the creases. Get it out. And I ain't playing. And you heard it here first.
What's up, you cool kids and cats? It's your girl, Lucinda Speaks, coming to you once more and again with another video. Girl, now I brought a video earlier to you guys this week about the whole T.S. Madison, just hilarious, whole thingamajig. Yes, girl. Now the whole thing started with a trans woman came and said that women don't own periods or something to that effect. Now, you have to go watch the video because the entire video, not just the snippet, but the entire video. What I took from this was the young lady was basically saying that women have all different types of periods, okay? And that one person doesn't necessarily own periods. That's what I think she was trying to say. I don't think she was necessarily coming from a place of trans women have periods, okay? I don't think she was saying that because trans women know that they don't have periods. We don't have to constantly remind them. They know. Now, other people have stepped into this whole thing. Just Hilarious had a reply, and she basically said what she said, and you guys go back, just type it in because it's on all the trending topics as far as YouTube and TikTok. Guys, she said what she said, and you know, basically, but she did allude to the fact that trans women and trans people suffer with a little bit of mental illness, maybe a little bit of identity, you know, maybe a little bit of delusion, so to speak. Now, here's where I disagree, okay? And here's why I disagree with that particular statement. Because I have a personal thing with trans people. Because, and you guys know this who've been following me, I want to call him my custy. And the reason why I say custy, because he's one of my best friends and he's my cousin. And he's also a trans woman. Now, I would love for him to come on my platform. I really would. Because when you guys see our relationship, I think that you guys will really be surprised. And if you see him, I think that you will really be surprised. I really do. And I, you know, the only thing is that I can't really shield him if he decides to come on this platform from transphobic statements and what other people who react to me will say. I can stand up under it, but him growing up in the South and being trans. Now, those of you who have family members who struggle with any type of anything, when you see someone that you love and that you've known from a child, we grew up together, okay? Pooh and we are maybe a year and 3 months apart. So when I say grew up with, I mean grew up with. And he's not the only person who is part of the LGBTQ member in our family, okay? So, our parents brought us up in the Methodist church and in the Baptist church. So, I can't remember. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story before I get into this reaction. I remember we had youth day, and those of you who are Baptist, y'all remember the youth days. And we wore peach shirts and black bottoms, you know, skirts. And Kenny, he really wanted to wear a skirt. My mom had gotten me a skirt that had like an underslip and it poofed out. I think we could have been about 8 or 9. And my mom got me a skirt like that. And I had afro puffs. Y'all see my hair is, you know. So I had these curly puffs, okay? I was big-eyed, little chocolate girl with a little poofy skirt and a little peach shirt, and my mom had made me. So, Pooh wanted a tie too. So Mama made Pooh a tie so we could be alike. So Pooh also, I don't think he knew about the skirt. But when he saw me with the skirt, we had on one outfit earlier, and then we had dinner at the church. Excuse me, y'all, so fly. And when we changed in the bathroom, Mama got my skirt out. So when he had he had picked up the skirt and he put it up against himself, and he was doing like this. Now, our bathroom had like a lounge lobby kind of area. So we were little. So of course we was together. So he was with me. So he was doing a little skirt up against, you know, doing it like this. Cause it flew, you know, it was fluty, kind of flirty. So my uncle, I guess, walked by and saw him doing it. And he chastised him so hard and embarrassed him so bad. I felt it. He broke Pooh's spirit that day. We went on, and there was another busybody, this lady at our church that's always in people's business. When it came time for, it was some kind of part of the program, I guess, when we were doing different parts. She got up and she called him up. You know, he had something, you know, a little part. Now, when I tell you this boy can blow, he can sing. So initially, that's what he thought. It ended up being where he was called to the front of the church to, in my opinion, be put on display for his sexuality and to repent. For what? For being himself? Why? And you wonder why people anyway, growing up seeing that. All right, y'all. Anyway, I digress. So I see it differently, okay? They know that they're not women or men or however. They know that. You don't have to constantly remind them of that. They know the genetics. They know the biology, okay? So I don't think they're coming from a pretender type thing. Yes, some of them look doggone good. Some of them you can clock their teeth. But can you just allow people to be themselves? You're probably missing out on a great person. I feel like that woman took something from my cousin that day. I saw it. I promise you I saw it. I felt it. I promise you I felt it. So I see it differently. And from watching T.S. Madison and being a fan of hers, I really don't think she meant it. Society says some of our features are masculine, okay? Wide noses, this and that, this and that. It's, to me, it's not because my mom and my dad, I look like them. So how else was I supposed to come out looking? Like somebody else? Then I've been on who was that, Jerry Springer or Maury Povich. You know, look at Blue Ivy. People drag her for looking like Jay-Z. And why? What's she supposed to do? She's supposed to deny looking like her father because people have an issue with it. If you have an issue with big eyes and big noses and thick lips and whatever, that's you. That's you. Let folks be who they are, okay? And it's especially with being in the black community, we just do way too much. And I feel like Just Hilarious misunderstood it. And I think her linking it to mental illness is a big stretch and a big misconception, because I promise you, from the outside looking in and from really, really loving someone, see, love is non-judgmental. It's not just accepting BS. Now, if Kenny Pooh steps out of line, I don't have a problem with having a conversation with him. But we can have a conversation because we are invested in one another. So it's different. Now, somebody else step into him, yeah, I'll probably be defensive because I love him. Okay? But you have to really, really see what a lot of people have gone through. Okay? And times are changing now. Okay? So, you know, I just feel like just relating it to that and this whole trans women want to be us and blah, 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 and us against them. I don't think that's really where this should be going. Listen, the big issue for me is that people are allowed to be themselves. Y'all know I have a big thing about people embarrassing people publicly. Y'all know that's a touchy thing for me. And I know y'all be like, let it go, but I can't. And I hope that after you seeing this video, you see why. That's a trigger for me. And baby, and I'm a pretty sweet person, but when you piss me off, I come for you and I will you off. I don't play like that. Okay, bring it back, Lucinda. So, on this issue, now Tasha K gave her clap back, and we're going to listen to part of it.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, content, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit use, educational, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
That's throwing shots back and forth. Bitch, that's between me and her. But we got an outsider coming in, and you coming in to seek and destroy and compete. What you think we're gonna do as black women at the end of the day? Where you gonna be? So that's what happened when I entered the chat, because, all right, so I challenge you to 100 trans women and 100 men to go to Gilligan's Island and stay there for 200 years. I give you 105 years. And when we return to Gilligan's Island, the only thing we're gonna find are mango trees, coconut trees, birds, iguanas, fish, and human bones. The audacity. If we're not gatekeepers, bleed. Bleed. Breed and bleed. You cannot have a baby through your intestinal tract. Do not fuck. And I thought, I took it as she was trolling. But this has been happening so much that when Just Hilarious came out, because I was like, this was me the other day when they was trying to call me transphobic, and they had me all over the blog thinking they're going to cancel. I said, bitch, I'm already canceled. You can't cancel somebody that's already canceled. Everybody's canceled on Wildin' Out. I am hood. I was like, what we're not going to do is we are not going to, y'all, we're always trying to push this and trying to make us part of the LGBTQC community. Bitch, we don't belong on the alphabet. We are what it is.
And she said what she said. Now, just like some of us have relationships behind the scenes, Tasha felt some type of way at a show that TS did when another trans comedian who's well known did a segment on the Fox show that TS has, Fox Soul show that TS has. And Tasha K did an interview after the court situation, okay? And it was throwing a little shade. I ain't gonna lie now, TS. It was throwing a little shade, talking about how, you know, bloggers lie and blase, just to get the views and, you know, make the story all juicy and stuff like that. And so, Tasha, you know, y'all know Tasha feels some type of way about that whole lawsuit, about people saying that she lied and whatever. She felt some type of way, and she's been kind of, you know, had her eyebrow raised at TS ever since. Y'all know how it is. We've been in those same situations. Somebody you cool with, okay, and somebody they cool with kind of throw you a little shade, and they be like, you know, because it's funny. And then you feeling like, for real? I do the same thing. You do the same thing. And so that's how it goes, y'all. Look. And it's all because we don't come to each other. And I know I give the same stuff, you know. Some days I just be... And then I take a couple of days and think about it. And then I'll be like, well, you know, go ahead and reach out to him, blah, blah, blah. You know. Hey, we are women. Some days we have other things going on. I've done that. I have, and I still probably will do it, because I have people that are cool with different people out here. So just because that happens, I don't necessarily have an issue with you per se, but I rock with who I rock with, and if it's funny, it's funny, and vice versa. Somebody may say something about me, you may laugh, and I'll be like, oh, okay, you thought that was funny, But then again, I have to think about when you've been in the same situation, blase, explain. And to be honest with you, beefs make views. Views make money. That's the social media game. The social media game. Behind the scenes, you could be cool with a person, but hey, girl, I mean, you gotta finesse it out, y'all. So that's where Tasha K was coming from. But T.S. Madison, her thing was, baby, I can pull up to the BMW dealership, honey, and drop down the cash that you owe Cardi B. I can drop that and drive it right off. So what's T-Boo? My bank account is as big as my balls. Ooh, girl. And then, you know, Tasha K came back with her, well, you know what I'm saying, sis, my bad. Let me respect you for the mans you really is. Okay? So listen, since I gave y'all a snippet of T.S. Madison's read, I'm going to give you a snippet of Tasha K's read, graphs. It's juices. It's just as juices. It's juices. Girl, it's just as juices as I keep painting my lips, girl. I don't put too much on here. It's just as juices as this new Fenty lip gloss. Now listen, let me tell y'all something. Fenty, holla at me, girls. If you have not caught the Fenty, this lip, if you have not copped it, let me tell you something, girl. Come here to me. Come here. Come here. I got to tell you something. It plumps your lips. Ooh, that's nasty. Anyway, sorry. I'm not editing that out. Listen, girl, it plumps your lips. Now the grass want your lips to be like this, because they want them to be kissable. Okay, it's summertime, you're outside. I also got a new concealer brush and the same concealer. Y'all know I love me some Fenty Beauty and Good Molecules. I also got this right here, girl, and this concealer brush right here. It's on the website, girl, and they got Afterpay. But that's to help me, girl, with these, you know, these puffy eyes. You see how that puff right there? You see that puff right there? Girl. But now, my under eye, it has gotten better because Good Molecules does have a cream that I've been using, and it's looking better. So, big ups. I'm telling y'all, Good Molecules is very, very affordable, guys, and you will love the results. Okay, it has really, really helped my skin. You can see that my darkness and my whatever this was has subsided some. That I experienced here and here has subsided some. So also, and I like the way it make my lips look, girl, because I like my lips to look all like this. But girl, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna do a little, I don't really do a whole face now, but I'm gonna show y'all, well, when I go out I do, but you know what I'm saying, I'll come to y'all later about that. But back to what we talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on in there. We are gonna talk about this some more because, you know, this is a subject that is close to my heart, and I just really feel like we'll have some good little kikis and we'll learn some things. I would really, really like for my cousin to come up and tell you guys from his perspective of growing up as a trans woman. And I really want to reach out to some other people who are trans and have them to join the panel, because I really would like for you guys to just open your minds and see it from another perspective. I don't side with Tasha K on this situation. I side with T.S. Madison. And I just explained to you why. But I'm always down for a good kiki. And girl, you know I always got my messy boots on. Now, I ain't been wearing my messy boots lately because it's hot outside. But girl, let me show you. Now, I showed y'all before now. But I do have some messy little, are they like, well, they are J's to me. Because y'all know I'm spending all their money. But hold on, let me show you what I got. Now, they ain't no J's. You call them L's, okay? Y'all see these right here? These are Champion, and I got them from Ross for Less. You see them? Now, I got some little cute little outfits, you know what I'm saying? The little work from home, little comfortable little things. And sometimes, especially when I got my toenails polished. Now, listen, I'm on a budget, okay? Because, girl, I work from home. And I don't clock them dollars like I used to. So sis have to work around her little budget, okay? But sis still love to shop, girl. Temu, Amazon, and Walmart got your girl going through some changes, okay? That's why I like to talk about people who got addictions. Because I got a problem, too. But, girl, do y'all think the people gonna talk about me? Do y'all think these look like J's? Because to me, even if I change the shoestrings out, to like the little cord, you know what I'm saying? Baby, I feel like I'm gonna be... Listen. And what about it? And what about it? I ain't got to have on no name brand stuff that y'all like. That what you call them, J's and stuff. The lights got to stay on. Speaking of lights, girl, it's so... Why we gotta pay the light bill every month? Anybody know? Why? Anyway, girl, let me go on off of here because I'm supposed to be listening in on calls, girl, and critiquing. And girl, these folks doing their job. Listen, if I ever get assigned to listen in on your call, girl, long as you hitting them, let me tell you something. Girl, just and I better get time to pray I'm your QA person. Now, those you work from home, you know what I'm talking about. I get you, sis. Girl, these lashes look cute on me, don't they? Girl, I got the the Fenty mascara too. Now, what I didn't want to do is put too much in my basket, so I ain't get the eyebrow pencil this week. But next week, I'm gonna get the eyebrow pencil, cause the eyebrow pencil I had the other day, girl, I had them eyebrows too doggone dark. And the last time I went and got my eyebrows done and the last time I went and got my eyebrows done from the nail shop. First of all, why you going to get your eyebrows done from the nail shop? Because the peoples was going, and the people told me it was just $40. And the lady laid me back in the chair. And she took some, must have been hair color, and put them in my eyebrows. And I think I had a mask on. I thought she had a mask on. She did, but it wasn't covering her nose. And you know, when somebody puts you down, they over you, and they breathing in and out. I got sick, and I think she gave me COVID. I'll never go back to that place. She gave me the disease. But it wasn't the disease. It was. And every time I think about it, I get scratchiness in my throat. That's enough of this video. Are my lips still plumpy?